And the big intro. Good evening, everybody. Hello and welcome to New Music Mondays on Discover TV. As you can see, my other half is missing. Martin will be with us shortly, though. He's in London. He's just finishing up a studio session. So, unfortunately, we had to even move the show slightly later tonight because he was stuck in studio till 7 p.m. 7 p.m. UK time, not South African time. So, he will be joining us very, very shortly. So, welcome, everybody. I'm your current host, Julian. So, I thought I'll just get... Oh, I'm nearly falling off my chair there. How's everybody doing? Come on, everybody. Reach out and say hello. Tell me how you're doing on this beautiful Monday evening in a very warm and sunny Johannesburg. Although I was chatting to Anne before the show went, and she's in Hogsback, and it's freezing. So we'll keep the warmth up here for now. I'm very excited. But yeah, we've got quite a very South African lineup tonight. Unfortunately, because Martin has been in studio for the last couple of days, he hasn't been able to confirm his UK guests. So tonight is purely dedicated to South Africa. But what Martin and I thought we would do at the end of the show is we realized we've done, I think, about 20 shows already. Martin will confirm with me as soon as he gets online. But yeah, we've done a lot, a hell of a lot. Now, I was actually just having a look, and I'm actually going to pull that up and I'll share it with you. Let me just get onto my Discover TV YouTube channel here. We've created an amazing playlist of all the artists that we've had on Discover TV. That's obviously if they've had a link to their YouTube channel. And I just wanted to share it with you guys as well. So I'm going to post the link here on our chats over here to go and check it out. But this is our Discover TV new music playlist. And I was kind of just sitting there this afternoon. Well, I was working, so not just sitting there listening to playlists all day long, but I was having a look at some of the tracks that we've had from the likes of Wonderboom from South Africa, John Battersea, Sam Gifford from the UK, Power of Thought, Cat Bear, Club of Suns, Huge to Oracle, Shady Lanes, John Wallace, even Mikasa we've had on the show, Graham Watkins. There's been some incredible tracks and some incredible artists from all across the world. Salas, this is a young guy that's out of Vietnam who now lives in Berlin. Please go and check out Salas. He's an incredible young talent. Cameron Sanderson. I mean, just some amazing talent. And it keeps getting better every week, and I suppose that's why I get so excited. So I wanted to just give a big shout out to all the PRs out there and all the guys that look after these artists, that submit the music. Guys like Warren, Joanne. We've got Amy on the Discover TV team, always out there looking for new talent for us as well. Just some great new talent that's coming through, and a great big shout out to those PR guys that sit and help these artists and promote them and get these guys out to the wider world, because that's at the end of the day what it's all about. It's about sharing the music and just listening to great new music. And I suppose that's why I love the Discover TV platform. So I thought maybe just also a little bit of a rundown. Discover TV while I wait for Martin, and we've got Anne and we've got Head Fury waiting in the background. We're going to get them on shortly. I'm hoping that Martin can join me because I love to share this stuff with Martin. But we've been running Discover TV now for about just over a year and a half. It was started by myself, Christoph and Marie, both out of Europe, and we've kind of developed it from there. Guys have gone on to do new projects and stuff like that as well, but the core of us is still here. And it's just a great platform for new music, and that's kind of what we've really tried to do with this platform, is help to showcase new music. We also have our Discover TV showcase shows where we go out and we shoot bands and stuff like that. So if you are an artist and you want to get onto Discover TV, please drop us a mail at info@discover.tv, or just email me, julian@discover.tv, or just hit us up on Facebook, on social media, and just kind of let us know what's going on in your life and what music-wise. And we're looking for new artists all the time, and I suppose that's really what this is all about. You can catch us on all platforms. We are in the process of launching our new live stream platform, because as you know, and I'm going to rant on about this again because I have been ranting on about it for weeks now, Facebook are just changing the rules once again for all musicians out there. And I'll ask the guys when we chat to them how they feel about it as well. But essentially, and this is where the tricky part comes. So you cannot play a music video on a Facebook stream or on your own pages, etc., unless you are the original copyright owner. But even as an artist, you might write the song. But if the record label owns the rights to your song, they could block you from playing your own music video on your social media, or you playing it live. because they especially own the rights. So especially with majors and things like this, and we've had this happen to us on Facebook specifically with places like CD Baby, DistroKid, etc., because you've signed the rights to your song for them to distribute the song. So because they're distributing the song for you, they've also then secured the rights digitally, which means that, and it's happened where we've had artists like, cool, no, here's my song, we play it, and it gets muted on the Facebook live stream. Post normally, but it generally gets muted on the Facebook live stream, which is a bit of a pain. And it's something that we need to try and figure out. And I'm open to suggestions in terms of, I even said, okay, well, Facebook, tell us. We're a media that is trying to help promote new music. We are willing to pay to promote the music, to give the artists their royalties. So I'm saying, okay, here we are. Tell us what we can pay. But nobody ever, have any of you guys ever tried to contact Facebook? Literally, humanly impossible. Look, there's my partner in crime. Let's get him on screen. Martin! I've been talking for the last 7 minutes. And as you know, that's not difficult for me to do.
I was going to say, I bet you've done brilliantly.
Yeah, no, I'm just chatting to everybody about this whole Facebook issue and how we're going to be able to combat it and what our plans are. Now, for example, tonight, we're going live on Facebook. But what we're going to do we're only going to play like 15, 20 seconds of a track of the artist during the interview with them because we don't want to get cut off. And then afterwards, at about halfway or 3/4 of the way through, after we've done the interviews with the artists, we will then we'll cut our Facebook feed and people can carry on watching the full videos with you and I, where we'll discuss the videos on YouTube and on our own platform. Okay. And I think that's a pretty good way to try it. Hi, Marr. Marr's in the background. So I was just chatting to people and telling them about how we're trying to. Oh, and by the way, Martin, hopefully by this end of this week, it should all be, the paperwork should be done. We'll be announcing our new partnership with Contact Music in the UK.
Amazing.
Going live on the 1st of October. So we got some exciting stuff, things lined up for the UK, and specifically around promoting young talent from South Africa and the UK, where we'll be starting off initially, and just doing great, cool things around music. So we've got three artists that it's a purely South African music vibe today.
I've got what I think they call a slow release week in the UK this week. I think that's what they call it.
It's because Justin Bieber's released a new song.
Is that why? Okay.
Yeah, so everybody's decided they don't want to have a release out in the same week as Justin Bieber.
Fair enough. But we've got I know there is some great stuff coming up though, so stay tuned because there's some great stuff. Just for next week, got a fantastic artist already lined up for next week. A former Discover TV favorite. Anyway,
I'm looking forward to that.
So great stuff coming up.
I'm
really
looking
great young
forward to
artists
that.
I want to get in touch with as well. One of whom has hit #1 in the country music chart. So I'm promising all these things, and hopefully I can actually deliver on them.
And hopefully, starting in October, we're going to be doing some exciting stuff in terms of being able to add musicians performing live from our studios. Martin in the UK, and I'll be the show. My mom says she's struggling to hear Martin. Can't hear Martin.
I wondered because I'm just turning myself up.
There
Sandy,
you go.
Is that better?
Let's see if Mom says that's better.
I didn't know how loud I was.
You were quite soft. I will be honest. No, you're perfect now.
I'm a very softly spoken Scottish person, you see.
Did you like my football team yesterday? Yay!
Do you know what? I may have said to you, I have had the weekend, an unusual weekend, shall we say. It's been pretty hectic. I've been travelling all over the country. I've got the faintest idea what happened. What happened?
We beat Chelsea. That's all that matters.
Oh.
And Man United lost. United lost.
Here we go again then.
But let's get down to some music.
Same as it ever was.
Same as it ever was.
Has City played yet? That's the question. Has City played yet?
There's a song in that. Same as it ever was.
Same as it ever was. Yeah,
same as it ever was. Right, we're going to start with the ladies. I'm going to bring on Anne, all the way from Hogsback, somewhere in the Cape. I always forget where Hogsback is. Hogsback is. Good evening, Anne.
Hi,
Good evening, guys.
Hey,
man. Hey.
Have you got a fire going behind you?
I know you. It looks like it might be a beautiful sunset.
No, actually, it's freezing cold. It's a candle.
Have you got load shedding?
No, but I'm trying to fool my brain into thinking there's some like fire ambiance happening because I don't know, it's freezing. Hogsback is in the Eastern Cape in the Amatola Mountains.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Alrighty. Well, you've got better signal than, and considering you're in Hogsback, the signal's pretty good for this.
Very good.
I'm kind of really impressed.
I'm one of the lucky few with a very fast internet line.
You're probably the only one in that entire area.
Yeah.
So everyone else can't. No one's watching the Netflix tonight because you were on a stream with us. That's what's happening around there.
There you go.
Yeah,
there
well, I made bloody sure of it.
So, Anne, tell us a little bit about who is Anne Jangle. You've popped up on our radar before. I remember on Pockittv quite a few years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember. So tell us who is Anne Jangle.
Anne Jangle is a very interesting, obscure, like the underground kind of, not the biggest festival fan, intimate music performer. I play around a lot with West African rhythmic kind of desert blues.
Nice.
I use my vocals as an instrument. I used to have a really big band up until about 3 or 4 years ago: trumpets, saxophones, accordions, banjos. I moved to Europe, and I just fell in love with the intimate shows and getting my message across to people in a more intimate setting. I guess you mature as well, like as an artist, you kind of grow up a little bit more and you realize you can use your music more as a message than I guess as a party.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And in terms of the sound of Anne Jangle, I mean, your sound was a lot bigger, as you said, and I remember that from the earlier days, to a lot more of this intimate sound now, especially from the new single, Ballad of Pink Cocaine.
Yeah.
Tell us about the track.
So I knew I'd get a little bit more attention like that. Yeah. I've always been one to poke the bear. But what I basically what I did was last year I got on a bicycle and I cycled woman alone from the South African Botswana Ramotswa border post to Kenya for 8 months to raise awareness for animals and uplift. Yeah. And uplift community through music. So what I would do is I had a little Martin mini backpacker's guitar that I strapped to my bicycle, and I went to all the villages throughout about 5,000 kilometers, and I would just go talk at the schools to raise awareness for animals and how your relationship with yourself and animals are very correlated. And I played music to them. They sang music with me. I ended up in Zanzibar playing with a keys player for Fela Kuti, Dele Sasimi. And I met a few incredible musicians along the way, and it really changed the way I write and perform big time. So I got back from there. I was going to move to Portugal in March, April. But of course, when I got back to South Africa, beginning February, lockdown happened. So now I'm in Hogsback and I'm running an animal rescue farm.
Oh,
sure. Now that alone is a story on its own.
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Who needs the music?
Use your music for the good, man. There's too much ego in this world.
I like
Very
it.
true.
I like
Very
it.
true.
We need more people like you. Definitely need more people like you. I mean, it's kind of, and I'm trying to remember, there was a bunch of guys who traveled the world, just literally with a Zoom F8 and recording all these different sounds and different voices and everything, and came back to London. I can't remember what the project was called, and literally then from this recorded this incredible album with well-known singers as well. I know Damon Albarn was involved in it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
and also
I know that. I remember the project you were talking about.
Yeah. And again, you need to do that for from a South African perspective, because you seem to just have this incredible.
Yeah, so what I'm planning is to next year, March, I've got a lot of big companies, corporate companies, wildlife organizations who want to get involved. I want to make a documentary and kind of follow the route that I cycled. And I want to go to all the schools I went to and just get them on the map. So when holiday goes or whatever, just, kind of go on holiday through all these countries. They can stop in these random villages and go to the kids. But mainly, my main thing is to get these children access to music instruments. So I'm trying to get sponsors together so that, it absolutely blew my mind. There were some of these kids that would take my guitar and they would start playing and singing, and they would do better in those couple of minutes with their first interaction with this instrument than I almost did in 11, 12 years of playing music. So yeah, I need to get these children access to music instruments and just I just feel it's a way for them to also make money and get out of a future of drinking in very poor villages and things. So yeah, that's my goal.
That's incredible. And if there's any way we could help out as Discover TV, please let us know. I think that's an incredible project to be able to do. We also work with a lot of mobile operators around Africa. So maybe we can get one of them involved and see what we can do. It could be an incredible project. So please keep us in the loop, as they say.
But again, awesome.
Going back to Ballad of Pink Cocaine, we were discussing earlier, and as I mentioned to all our viewers tonight, is that due to Facebook regulations, we're just going to play a very short snippet from the song. Sure. And then what we will do is at the end of all our interviews tonight, Martin and I will carry on YouTube. We will be playing the songs and chatting about them. So just to give people a taste of it. And then we'll also be posting links to your song directly with in our chat groups and everything like that. So just before we do play the track, please let people know how they can find out more information about you.
All the information that people will need is on my website, www.anjangle.com, as well as Instagram, _jangle, and on my Facebook page, all capital letters, and Jangle. And this song, Ballad of Pink Cocaine, I wrote after my last experience in Kenya. It's got nothing to do with drugs. I literally drank some of this herbal drink that one of the local villagers made in the little village called Kilifi, and no one told me that I'm only supposed to have one shot of it. And with my personality, if you're gonna put a bottle in front of me, I'm gonna drink the whole thing. So I had about a whole bottle, and I stayed awake for about 2 days. And
oh wow!
Yeah, it's one of these local plants that grow around there, and they grinded it up and they put it in, I think, pomegranate juice or something pink. And yeah, I spent about 2 days just reflecting on this whole 8 months of me cycling through Africa, woman alone. And I was just, the song came, and now it's called Ballad of Pink Cocaine.
I love it. Guys, we're going to play a short snippet of it. And thank you so much for joining us. It's been an
awesome. Thank you, guys.
So let's just take a quick little listen to Ballad of Pink Cocaine by Ann Jangle.
I played with the herbs, I played with the trees, I broke my body to find me. Played with the herbs, I played with the trees, I broke my body to find me. Some find themselves through
as we mentioned, it's literally a snippet to give you an idea of the track, which we'll be then playing in a bit more depth when we go over to YouTube. But yeah, this is what we've got to do, guys. This is what, unfortunately, the interwebs is doing to us, specifically Facebook, but hopefully we'll find solutions. And thank you so much.
Imagery is fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you.
Great stuff.
Is that a lot of footage that you shot, obviously, while you were on the trail?
Yes. It's almost all the footage I shot. And then I also have my documentary that was made possible thanks to Just Music, who actually covered the costs of a very brilliant producer, Marr van Graan, who put all the footage I took from my phone on my 8 months of African expedition and put it in a documentary, and we do a nice little interview, and it's really honest, and it's quite raw. So that'll be coming out soon, and all the information for that will be on my Facebook page. Facebook.
Awesome.
Facebook.
Yes,
Thanks so
Facebook.
Thanks, Anne. We'll definitely chat to you soon. I want to know more about next year.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Cool, guys.
And give our love to the animals.
I will.
Cheers. Cheers, Anne. Thank you.
Bye.
We're gonna go to the interlude.
Yeah.
See, I'm even doing the little ad break thing there now, Martin.
That was amazing. That was amazing. I need to say, at my end, I didn't hear a thing because obviously my output's coming from the wrong place as usual. But there we go.
Okay.
It looked great.
Anyway, so yeah, guys, as we have discussed, unfortunately, we have to go by these. We don't know what the new rules are. We don't know what the new norm is. We haven't got a clue, but we'll just do what we can until somebody tells us we can't do it anymore. So, yeah. Right,
I went for it a bit on my show last week on my radio show. I had a bit of a rant, I suppose, or a bit of a. I don't even think it was really a rant. Actually, it was more a kind of a "what's this all about" and what are we going to do about it type thing.
I know. I think there's a whole show that we need to dedicate to that at some point. So maybe what we'll do is, like, once we launch, because I'm very excited about the potential of what we're going to be launching with Contact Music in October. But I think there's some exciting things there. I mean, I've been chatting to a young producer out of Germany who's actually working with my son's new single.
Brilliant.
And just chatting to these guys about what they're doing and how they're planning on being able to work in this new space, because it's going to affect musicians. It doesn't matter how you look at it. And I mean, we'll chat to the guys coming up now, and maybe they've got some insight onto it as well. But we are heading to a very different new norm, especially when it comes to music in this new age. But we've got some rockers on, Martin. I thought let's lift it up. And then straight after that, we've got Bukang, who I'm just really excited about. This is a young lady from South Africa. She's an incredible actress, and I actually want to show her trailer. Can I? Bukang will tell me if I'm allowed to. We'll chat to her just now. So let's get Head Fury right on stage. Rocking South Africa. Good evening, gentlemen.
Rocking South Africa. Good evening, guys.
Hello, guys. Hello.
How you doing? Good evening. So we have, I did write their names. It's Wayne and Vince. Good evening, Wayne and Vince. Which one's Wayne? Which one's Vince?
I'm Wayne.
Now I'm even more confused.
The comedy routine is sharp, boys. It's sharp.
We watched Dumb and Dumber last night, and it's still fresh in our mind.
That is still one of the most classic movies of all time. I don't care what anybody says. That is still brilliant. I love that movie. You can't help but laugh. Sorry, if I'm looking up, it's because I'm just getting your video ready. Cool. So, guys, tell us a little about, because you're brand new to me. I've not heard the name Head Fury until Warren sent me the video, and I was like, I like very, very, very much. So tell us a little bit about who Head Fury is.
Okay, well, we are based in Joburg. Firstly, I think it's a tough act. Anne is a tough act to follow. I think we're going to sound very boring.
She's a great character.
We haven't been to Kenya, but we do care about animals, but it's going to be really difficult. It's a tough act to follow. No, actually, me and Wayne, we used to play together, and I was away from Joburg for a while. I came back and he said we must jam. We were initially we were actually rehearsing like old, Rage Against the Machine songs, just messing around. And then I guess we had some old stuff lying around. We started jamming, and I guess it just went from there. And then I think initially we wanted to record maybe just 2 or 3 songs. And then as it developed, we actually have 6 songs now. So we have an EP of 6 songs that'll come out in November. So it came together nicely.
Single? Is this the first single, Monterey?
Brand spanking new. It's the first project we're doing with Gideon. Gideon, I don't know if you know, he's in Germany. He's in Frankfurt. So we've had to we've compiled this whole thing with the technology. So it came out nicely, and then, as I said, in November the full EP will release. So this is just a taster, and I think everyone agreed this song is. Well, I guess this was supposed to be the single. So there you have it.
And
I don't know if that's.
We're heading into lockdown. We're heading into lockdown level 1 finally,
What?
yeah, as of today, Martin, we're in lockdown level 1, which means now we can have.
That's good, right? That's
yeah.
That's down the way,
We
not
hope
up
so.
the way. That's good. Yeah,
No,
this
no,
isn't
no,
it. This
no,
this is a
no.
loosening, right? Okay, that's good.
So we can now have 50% capacity in venues, indoor
Wow.
maximum of 250, outdoor 500. So at least live venues can start to hopefully get people back into the venues, bands playing again.
That's
Are you guys
amazing.
going to be performing
Brilliant
coming out
news.
of this? Are we going to be able to see you anywhere?
Well, that's a difficult question because our vocalist is in Germany. He currently lives in Germany. So it's still the first
flights
stage,
have
so
opened.
we'll see. Yeah, we'll have to see how that works out. But yeah, I don't know. It's still early stages, but obviously we definitely like to play live. I think for artists these days, that's your main. That's where you have to. Well, it's always been that way to get the crowds or fans. But I think with COVID now, with the lockdown, it was actually nice because we had a lot of time to actually, make this thing as best as we can. So we have a good product. Now it's just the next stage will be, to find how we're going to make it work. But Gideon, our vocalist, is in Germany, so that's our first problem. But where there's a will, there's a way.
Absolutely. I mean,
Damn
how
right.
do you guys feel about this whole? I'm sure you guys heard all this news with Facebook and everything, what they're doing. I mean, what's your guys as a band's reaction to the fact that Facebook are just making it harder and harder for artists to be able to make a living out of music online? We don't have that live stream action that Facebook are adding in the States where we can charge for shows on Facebook. So, and then they threaten to not just mute your video or delete it, to delete your Facebook page if your record company has not granted the rights to your video for you to play your own video.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was a trademark issue. We were discussing it before, and we thought it was maybe, with the violence and everything like that. But if you say it's a trademark issue, for me it doesn't really make sense because you can go on YouTube, you can go anywhere, and Facebook. When they started, the whole idea was sharing information.
Yeah.
But having said that, I guess the record companies will always have a say. But I mean, it doesn't make sense for an independent artist. I'm sure I don't see why they can't play the video.
It's a sledgehammer to crack a nut, I think they call it in the UK.
Like if you release it through DistroKid will block your video on your own page.
Oh yeah, you said
Yeah.
But you can play our whole video. We don't have a label. Well, we do have a label, but
you do. I can't play your whole. I can't play it on Facebook. I can't play it on Facebook, but we're going to play your video a little bit later on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. So if everybody goes to discovertv.live, it's our brand new platform where we live stream our YouTube in there. So all we're going to do right now is we're going to play literally a 10 to 15 second snippet of the track just to give people a taste so they stick around to watch the whole video with us later. But guys, before we go, tell us how people can find out more information about you guys.
Okay, well, we are on Instagram and we are on YouTube. We are with the label Hope Punk Records. They're in Germany.
Yeah.
So
big
I
shout
think
out
we've
to
covered.
Hope Punk. Just a big shout out to your label. They're doing some amazing things. I'll send you some of the other stuff they're doing, Martin. It's literally an indie label that's going through Just Music in South Africa, if I'm not mistaken. And just doing some incredible stuff with young up-and-coming talent. We've had quite a few artists that have come through that label already on our show. But just big shout out to Warren and the guys. They're doing some amazing things.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, thanks for Warren and everyone that's involved. And then also just a shout out to Bernard de Klerk. He made the video. He did the video for us. So he's a mate. Yeah, he's a mate of the
seconds of it. Let's play 15 seconds of it, then you can just tell us a little bit about the video straight afterwards. So let's get into it. So this is Monterey by Head Fury, and here's just a taste. You can watch the full video with us a little bit later.
I like it already.
Monterey made by Head Fury. We're going to be playing the whole video just now, guys, so don't stress about it. So tell us a little bit about the making of this video. So I'll keep the video just playing in terms of the imagery. You said Bernard, is that correct, that made the video with you guys?
That's right, yes. He's in Cape Town, and he had like full on, he was hands-on involved. We didn't even give him we didn't really have pointers to go to. He just basically had the song and shifted it from there to what it is now. And from the comments that we've seen in the past 2 or 3 days that the video has been loaded up, has really been good. It's basically, from what we could make out, it's like a contrast between positive and negative. And that's Vince right there. Very cool. Cool. So like Vince said, a big shout out to him. It's an excellent job. Cape Town rocks, man.
Cape Town rocks.
Cape Town rocks.
Thanks, guys. I really dig it. So I'm looking forward to playing that video a bit more in depth just now after we finish our interviews for the evening. We're trying things differently. At least this keeps us going on Facebook, which unfortunately we tried last week without Facebook, and it's just people see it go live on Facebook and they come and watch. So I suppose that's kind of how it all works. Yeah. But thank you so much, guys.
We'll figure it out. Everyone's going to have to figure it out, so we'll figure it out as well.
Yeah.
We'll lead it, Julian. We'll lead it.
That's what we do. We lead, others follow on Discover TV.
There you go.
Thanks very much, guys, for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show.
Yes, yeah, I can't wait to hear the rest of that track because hearing it just now, I thought, yeah, that's a banger and great imagery again. I mean, the way you guys put, the artistry that goes into everything, the music and the videos, everyone that we see on this show is so impressive. You guys absolutely included. That looks amazing. Can't wait to see the whole thing.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Cool. Chat soon. Cheers. Bye. Where are you going? Where have you gone? There you are.
I don't know.
And then I can do this. Look, I can even do that. There you go.
Now I'm moving around. we must be making some impact, Julian, because we've been spammed. I can see on.
I saw that. We got spammed in comments.
So we've definitely made it. We've definitely made it now.
Bigfollows.com on Twitch. Are you in search of followers, primes, and views? Yes, we are.
I went onto Switch last week. Twitch I've been onto last week because I hadn't had a proper look at it before. Blimey, what an interface!
Yeah,
it's like you look there and you go, what am I supposed to be looking at?
I know.
Is it my age? Oh my God, my age! Ow.
I know.
It looks like a great platform for what they're delivering. Very clever.
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, I've decided I'm making that my son's his lesson for me is his job to freaking help us get onto Twitch because I have no idea.
I know we don't want to talk about this in a great depth right now, but it's interesting to see what's going on there. And that the likes of Twitch have got a link up with Amazon for Artists, for example. So they're directly linking their live streams to artist profiles to generate a link up between the two of them and a financial arrangement between the two of them. When you contrast that with So there's Amazon for Artists. That's Artistly is on live streaming, funded platform. You can help support the artist, show us your stuff, and you can pretty much do anything on there. Contrast that with Facebook saying, I don't care what you're playing, basically. If you can't prove it's yours, we'll ban you. Or if you can't prove you have the right to show this, we'll ban you. I mean, it's just I understand I understand why. I just don't understand the methodology and the application, because I cannot see the benefit in the way that it's being applied. I cannot see anything. I cannot. I mean, I understand it. I know why it's there. I get copyright. I get ownership.
Yeah.
I get that. I've said to artists in the past, make sure you understand that copyright of your stuff is about the most valuable thing that you own, so don't give it away. I get all of that, but the inability to market yourself, to promote yourself, for God's sake, if Facebook are saying this is because they want to go back to a family-friendly platform, do they hell? That is nothing to do with what they're trying to do. I don't believe it. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that one. Facebook. So anyway, we'll see.
It's absolutely true. There's just none of it makes any sense. None of it makes any sense. Absolutely none of it. So, yeah, I mean, that's crazy. But, yeah, let's get on to our new guest, our next guest, our new guest. And I love this young lady. She's just an incredible talent in so many different ways. And you're going to find out very soon why. Martin, let's welcome in Bukang. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Good evening. Hi.
How are you
This
guys?
this young lady is an incredible talent. And so is her boyfriend, by the way, who I've had the honor of working with for many, many years, Tabo Andrew Rametsi II. But not only is she an incredible... Tabo, where's he? Where's he? He has to come say hello. T. Where's Mr. T?
I'm here. I'm just going to stick my head in for 3 seconds.
Look, there he is. There he is. He's gone already. Anyway, yeah. But Tabo, we're planning a whole lot of new shows with Tabo as well coming up in the future. But this young lady, I'm allowed to show this video, am I?
Because, yes, you are.
Okay, but I need to show this because not only is she an incredible young singer, and when she sent me her new songs, I was like, I have to have you on the show. She's also going to be on Discover Africa next week with our 3 head honchos in the publishing industry who are going to be chatting to you. But just check this out, guys. Just have a look at this because this is supreme talent. When is it coming out, okay?
It's coming out next year, early next year.
So this is really guys, you're not going to see the show till next year, but check this out. Blood Psalms.
I'm gonna have to repeat what Sandy said. Oh my hat.
Oh my.
As she said.
Gorgeous.
Oh my hat. But yeah, that looks incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to that. And as I was saying, I call them my Hollywood A-list couple. 2 of the finest young actors and young talented people in the country. Bar none, as far as I'm concerned. So we're really looking forward to that. But let's get down to the music because I was not expecting this. I've always seen Tabo as the music kind of guy, and he's the one who is like producing and bringing the new artists. Tabo was also very instrumental in my son's band DKRX, who we've played the show on. Tabo introduced Dylan to Russell, so he's kind of always been. Where did this come from?
I mean, I've always loved music. I've always had a connection to music. In fact, the first love of my life in terms of art, it was music. I just happened to actualize acting first. So it's always been there. It's always been hiding inside. And every time I've been going to Rockets and stuff, I've been getting inspired and plotting in my corner and working on my music. And finally, it's at a place where I can share it with the world.
So there's an EP that you're currently working on, Black Sun, the EP.
Yes.
It's phenomenal. There's some phenomenal tracks. What was the inspiration behind this EP?
The inspiration behind the EP was just firstly a sort of my hello to the world as a musician, as that part of my artistry. But also Black Sun is actually a literal translation from the Sesotho word Ntwana Tsatsi, which is believed to be the heaven of Basotho people. And I liked the idea of referencing secrets and mysteries of Sotho culture because I feel like my journey with music, essentially, that's what it's opened me up to. Secrets and mysteries about art and communicating. So yeah, it just sort of came together like that.
I must say, when I first took a listen, it definitely gave me a very Lauryn Hill feel to it, which kind of really worked.
Did you just say Lauryn Hill?
There's a thing. He did.
I did.
Oh my gosh.
I'd love to hear what Martin thinks when we do play the track. And the first song, I don't even know the title of this track because all you've sent me is MP3s. So the very first track. So I mean, it's an absolutely stunning song. I mean, how are you going to be able to? Because I'm gathering that Blood Psalm is going to be like really taking up a major part of your life in the next year.
Yes.
How do you find a way to balance music and movie?
I just have to segment properly my time and then prioritize. But at the moment, I'm in principal photography with Blood Psalm, so it's been taking a lot of my time. But in that time, I've managed to squeeze some studio time. And I've actually found, strangely, because I've had such little time, I've been able to produce things that are really, that really go deep, that are really good. So it's just a matter for me, the way I balance it is just prioritizing. I've got this amount of time that everybody's got in a day. I'm going to make sure that I put work into the things that I love on that day.
Love it. I mean, it's like you say, it's about prioritizing. And I think sometimes when we find we have too much time, we maybe overthink songs. You sit sometimes, and I'm sure, Martin, you've been through this. You'll sit with the song and you'll go, and then you sit for another week and another week, and you never finish the damn song.
Endless tweaking.
Yeah. Whereas if you've got a deadline, you like kind of go, this is it. I'm putting it all on a plate right here, right now. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, this is me on a plate. And I think I've kind of tried to do that along in my songwriting as well, is give myself a deadline. If I don't finish a song within the next 2 days, it's not meant to be. And sometimes that's just the way it works. So, Black Sun EP, not signed. This is self-releasing.
Not signed.
And we've got to have a music video. That's going to come. Hello.
The whole EP is going to be packaged with visuals, because also I am an actress and I am a producer. So it's also part of my artistic language, a whole visual accompanied with it.
So it's like a short story going with the music, kind of a movie.
Yes.
Who needs Beyonce?
A short format, no. Pardon?
Who needs Beyonce? I mean, you can make 4 movies out of this.
It's not going to be feature length. But of course, I would just miss an opportunity if I didn't take a moment to mix my filmmaking side and my music side.
Absolutely. And that's why I think it's important that there is a story, because you have a story to tell with your music.
Absolutely.
And you do that visually in so many different ways as well. Well, luckily enough, that allows us to play this song in full, because I want people to hear this. So
yes, you absolutely can.
Yes. And Facebook can't stop us, because you own it. You are the record label. You are everything. This is your song. So we can chat a little bit about the song. Independent.
Ownership.
So let's take a listen, and then we can chat about the song afterwards. So here we go. We're coming from the Black Sun EP. I don't even know what the title is. You can tell us afterwards. Here we go.
Yes, of course, I'll tell you afterwards.
Heartbreak, you know me too well, and I know you do too well. Still I never trade you, 'cause I'd rather loved than not loved at all. 'Cause you came, you lived, you fought, you loved me. Yeah, you came, you lived, you fought, you loved me. Someone don't care, double lisa don't care. Someone don't care, double ella don't care. Someone don't care, double lisa won't care. Someone don't care, double lisa don't care. You came, you lived, you came, you lived, you love me. You came, you lived, you came, you lived, you love me. You came, you lived, you came, you lived, you love me. You came, you lived, you came, you lived, you love me. Memories stay with me. Won't you stay a little longer? Won't you leave? Yeah. Laughter like sunshine, you hug me. I remember every single word. You wrapped me came, you loved me. Yeah, you lived, you fought, you loved me. Hey, you came, you lived, you loved me. Yeah, you came, despite all you had to do. So, someone I'm in okay, someone I'm in okay. Double Lisa, double Ella, okay, double Ella, okay. Someone I'm in okay, double Ella, okay. Yeah, you came, you lived, you loved me. You came, you lived, you loved me. Yeah, you came and loved me. Oh, I see you for what you are, for who you were. You love me. This is all for the ones that left us and left us. Hey, oh,
Wow.
Hey.
Brilliant.
Ooh.
Did I hear you say self-produced as well?
Pardon?
Did you say self-produced as well? You produced that yourself as well?
I didn't make the beat myself in that regard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But soon. I'm learning how to make beats.
I was going to say, I bet it won't be long.
no.
No.
What do you think, Martin? I heard the track
I mean,
before.
but yeah, great. It's such a nice, cool vibe on it, and so when we kind of, I suppose that like when the lead vocal comes in as well, you just get a whole lift into the song. But what a great thing! And I've got a show in the UK that I do on well, I mean it's international, but I do it from here. On a Thursday night on the Mixcloud Radio. I must get a copy of the MP3 because we're playing it on the show this week.
Oh.
Absolutely for sure.
That song needs to release in the UK.
People.
Yeah, that song needs to release in the UK. It's a phenomenally good track.
Definitely.
And she's got more.
Wow.
She's got loads more.
Definitely.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's
My
really
mother says, "This is freaking awesome. What a package."
Oh, thank you.
Everyone's saying, wow.
And
Monica,
this is a lady.
so cool.
This is a lady with great taste. We should add.
Yeah, we should add.
Indeed,
Great
of
shape
course.
taste.
Yeah. She likes the show,
thank
so
you.
she's got good taste. So yeah.
She's on every single week giving us her critics on the songs.
A loyal listener. We need that.
Exactly. We need that. Bukan, thank you so much. That was absolutely
Thank
brilliant.
you.
Do you want to just remind people how they can find out more information about you and follow your incredible journey that you're on right now? Because it is a phenomenal journey.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Jules. You can find me on my socials on Instagram. It's B for Bokang. On Facebook, my Facebook page is also B for Bokang. And then also you can find me under Bokang Pelani on Facebook, just my general page. But thank you so much. I really appreciate this. Oh, what a lovely interview. Thank you, guys.
Splendid. I mean, I can't wait to hear the rest of it. It's just amazing. So
Yes, of course.
And this
Thank
Blood
you.
Sam, I mean, I feel the only thing I worry about is the Blood Sam's, which looks amazing as well. I fear that will we get to see it in the UK? That's my only question.
Yes, of course. So it has in terms of Europe, it has a French Canal distribution, Canal Plus.
Yep.
And
fantastic.
then I'm not sure. Am I allowed to speak about I'm not allowed to speak about the other distributor yet. But internationally, there's French Canal.
I know I've got a good connection through our Channel 4 in the UK. I think connects up with Canal Plus quite a lot. So maybe we'll see it. That way.
Amazing.
Amazing. Brilliant.
Thank you so much.
We're all looking forward to, and I can't wait. Big shout out to T in the background.
Ooh, and Jules, once Rocket is back, I need to be on Rocket. I need to be performing once we're back on Rockets.
Definitely, absolutely, no doubt about it.
Can't wait.
Can't wait too. Oh, guys, just by the way, Tabo, while you're there, and I've got both of you there, 7th and 8th is the opening of the new Rockets in Pretoria, and you guys are coming. And we're going to be going live from there as well.
Course.
We're going to be going live from there as well, Martin. We've got some incredible artists lined up at the New Rocket. So we're going to be going live from the New Rockets as Discover TV. So I'm excited about that. I will send you guys your invitation because you have to be with us.
Awesome. We're looking forward to it.
2 weeks' time. Yay. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Peace.
Take care, guys.
Chat later. Wow, you think that we're going to we're still sitting at 50 minutes of a show. And we've only had 3 guests.
I know. Because they're so good, you see. That's the thing.
I know. Okay, so, wow, another great show. So we're going to go off Facebook because I want to test this to make sure it works. So if you are watching with us on Facebook, please head over either to our YouTube channel, and let me just post the link to the YouTube channel as well so people can see it.
I'm going to do that right now as well.
Here. So you can either head over to our YouTube channel, or I did post earlier, you can head over to our Discover TV Live, our new app. And let's just do that there. We will carry on live on Periscope, Twitch, on
Periscope.
video.
Wow.
I tried that tonight just to see if it works. Have no idea if it's going to
work. I didn't know it still existed. Periscope.
It was there as a channel. So we're going to be heading off Facebook. So I'm going to shut down all our Facebook live streams right now. Thank you so much for joining us, Facebook. We'll see you next week. And let's remove Facebook. And that one's down. And we're going to take that one. And one more.
I've done that as well.
And save. So there we go. We are now live only on YouTube.
What a beautiful thing! And we are live on YouTube. I can see it right here, right there. I can see it live on YouTube, so I can say that it definitely is.
Awesome.
You can't see it, but I can.
What YouTube? I've got all.
Well,
I've got like
you can see that I can see YouTube. Yeah.
You can see YouTube. That's all that matters.
Right stuff. Well, that's amazing. I mean, so again, proving what an amazing bunch of talent there is, and that's. I mean, I feel we're still only scratching the surface, don't you?
That's the thing. Is that I see. I mean, and myself and Amy, who helps me run Discover TV in South Africa. Yeah, we're sitting down next week just to plan because there is so much other talent there that I just don't have time to get to. And I think that's possibly the easiest way to put it, is that I really don't have time to find it. And, as I'm sure you don't as well. And I think
it's
there's just so much.
It sort of comes at me a little bit, to be honest. Some of it's not even so much having the time to find it, it's having the time to connect with those people, because there actually is so much. So you go, like, I would love to get in touch with you guys, and then just trying to manage all of that communication and correspondence to line it all up. Because there is just loads. Connections that we've got here in the UK and in South Africa. You mentioned your connections already. As you were talking earlier on, I was just thinking about there's an amazing community in the UK called the Featured Artists Coalition, which was actually set up by the likes of Imogen Heap. Annie Lennox was involved at the beginning. Fran Healy from Travis was involved at the beginning of that. But it's a great support network for a lot of young artists and producers.
Maybe you need to get them on.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say. The connection there, the collaborations, they already exist. So it's just a matter of connecting with them to do that as well. So there's so much great artists. One of the artists I know just won a bursary from the Music Producers Guild to take on her production work. I Am Rooks. So that's I Am Rooks is a Twitter handle. Rooks, Rookes. Brilliant artist. Well worth checking out. It's just loads of it.
Yeah. I mean, I've got some exciting news today as well. My son was accepted into the Abbey Road Institute.
Fantastic.
And he will be studying with Abbey Road Institute in South Africa from the 5th of October, which is obviously, everybody knows the name Abbey Road. And he gets to work with some of the greats in terms of in this industry, learning music production and sound engineering, music business. So I'm really excited for him. We'll also be launching his brand new single in October, which we'll be showcasing first time.
Fantastic.
Right.
Congratulations, Dylan. That's great news, man.
So well done to Dylan. We're really excited for him to be starting his new journey at the Abbey Road Institute in South Africa. So yeah, there's some exciting things happening also in our country. And I've actually lined up an interview with the guys from Abbey Road. to come on one evening with us, Martin, and once the new
That's a great idea.
once the new thing starts, just to chat about what they're up to as well, from Abbey Road's perspective, in for young talent, because I think at the end
I wonder
of the day,
if we could get in touch with the guys in the UK and get them both on, do the UK South Africa crossover for the Abbey Road Institute in the UK. That'd be worthwhile trying, wouldn't it?
We're going to do that. I'll chat to Johan, and I definitely think we can get that sorted, especially once they start their class in South Africa, because the next term launches on the 5th of October. So we'll definitely shout out to Johan and the guys at Abbey Road Institute in Johannesburg. We'll get the guys on, and the guys from Abbey Road London, and have a chat.
Did a little bit of work down there a couple of years ago. I don't know if you remember Baron Goodlove we've had on Discover TV. He's been on Music Mondays as well. He did a bit of work with the Abbey Road Institute a couple of years back as well. So we're,
oh, wow.
It's the connections are hot.
The connections are hot. So let's play out with some music. So I think let's quickly delve into the new track from Anne Jangle, and let's take a listen, and we can just give our thoughts back on that afterwards. So here it is. This is Anne Jangle. Let me just find it again. I've got so many windows open. I don't know what's going on here. It's like, pick a window, Gina. Pick a window. There we go. That's the window I'm looking for. Put some sound on it, and let's get it on screen. Anne Jangle with the Ballad of Pink Cocaine on Discover TV New Music Mondays.
7 whole months to cross this land, cross this land, cross this land. 7 whole months to cross this land, me and my all 2 wheels. 7 whole months to push through the sand, push through the sand, push through the sand. 7 whole months to push through the sand, me and my all 2 wheels. I played with the herbs, I played with the trees, I broke my body to find me. Played with the herbs, I played with the trees, I broke my body to find me. Some find themselves through Jesus, some find themselves through pain. I found myself some happiness in a bottle of pink cocaine, a bottle of pink cocaine. 7 whole months to cross this land, cross this land, cross this land. 7 whole months to cross this land, me and my all 2 wheels. 7 whole months to push through the sand, push through the sand, push through the sand. 7 whole months to push through the sand, me and my all 2 wheels. I sat by the ocean, I played with the trees, I found somebody and he found me. I sat by the ocean, I played with the trees, I found somebody and he found me. Some find themselves through love, some find themselves through pain. I found myself some happiness in my love pink cocaine, 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 my love pink
Stunning.
Like Malawi.
Wow.
I mean, I mean, my God, there's so much going on in that already. I mean, and we got from the conversation earlier on from Anne as well that's what you're seeing there feels like it's a tiny percentage of the whole story, and isn't that a brilliant thing when you're introduced to a new artist to go, how much more is there to discover here? Because this is like just okay. There's a bit of the song there which we haven't even heard all of. There's a documentary. There's the imagery that's going on. There's clearly part of a story there. She was talking about this journey solo on a bike.
Look at this. How incredible is
incredible.
This footage?
Like that, it just feels like, like we said about scratching the surface with a number of artists, then you feel like you're just scratching the surface with an individual artist as well. How much?
100%. It's crazy. And what an incredible talent. I mean, kind of feels like a very stripped back version of Marianne Faithfull. If that makes sense.
That's a great call. Yeah, great call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to think what the voice reminded me of. But then you tie that in with that sort of production sound as well, which is a great combination of traditional instruments.
I mean, she took that around.
That's incredible.
Wow.
But I was going to say, you combine that that sort of very traditional instrument sound, that very sort of sparse sound, and then you've got some sort of more modern production sound coming into the track as well. It's a great juxtaposition. And even just straight images like that. What a shot that is! Just as an image, it's incredible.
Absolutely crazy.
So great work, Anne. If you're still watching, or if you're listening to this later, that's incredible.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Anne. What a great song. And yeah, like you say, just the tip of an iceberg of an artist like her, who I remember having her on Balcony TV years ago. What a talent. An absolute great talent. I love it. I love discovering stuff like it. I think that's what makes it exciting for us as well on a show like this.
Isn't it brilliant as well that you kind of feel like sometimes you feel like artists they sort of come and go, but actually in a lot of the times it's just that they're working away on so much stuff and they're just being there for just keeping going at it, just rediscovering themselves, rediscovering their music. I don't know. This is why I love doing this, love working in the business that I do, because the creativity, the inspiration is so deep. It's incredible.
100%. So thank you so much, Anne. We will post the links to all the videos, and we'll obviously add them to our YouTube channels, and our playlists for people to go and catch them. And I want to do that one week, Martin. I want to dedicate a show, no guests.
Okay.
I want to create our top 10 videos from New Music Mondays, 5 UK, 5 South African, and we just look back at the songs. I mean, I just literally sat the other day trying to think of a top 5. You have to choose South Africa, I choose UK.
Okay, good call. Yeah. That's probably a good idea, because I just think that it's going to be hard enough.
Yeah. Now you're going to choose
not because as I'm sure you're intimating, not because I can't choose 5. It's like, how do I get it down to 5? Is going to be
that's the thing.
The issue.
It's harder for me because I've every single artist you bring onto the show, I fall in love with. I literally have a Spotify playlist of my own dedicated to the Discover TV artists that I've fallen in love with on New Music Mondays. And that's scary enough. So, I think that's
I sort of do the same. I mean, I've taken a little break from the Big Sound Machine, but it's back last week. And I have decided the new format for the new season is there will be in there the Discover TV International Sound Machine section. Because I just want to keep playing, and I want to say where these are coming from as well, not kind of have it kind of lost. So, same thing. That's me going. These are just great stuff, and I want to get it out to the guys that listen to my show. So,
and that's also kind of why I'm excited what we're going to be doing with Contact Music coming up shortly in the next couple of months, because they've got a massive base. And I think, now all of a sudden us being open to that base where literally they have a website reaching over 500,000 people a month, we can really get to a wider audience and showcasing a lot more music. So I kind of think that's what's making me really excited about what we're doing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. Couldn't agree
Can't
more.
wait.
Okay, God, now you've got my mind racing. Now I'm like thinking, who can I deny a position in my top 5? Oh man,
I know it's so hard. It's so hard. But let's end off the show with some music again, and we can have a quick chat about these guys afterwards and what you thought of the video. I really like this track. It's good old-fashioned rock and roll, and I think maybe that's why I enjoy it so much. But yes, this is Head Fury with Monterey here on Discover TV New Music Mondays. Let's check it out. have it. Monterey.
Splendid.
By Head Fury.
Love that.
Great track. Love the vibe.
Love it. Great, yeah, great stuff. So, I mean, again, if they see, putting that kind of music together seems like it's simple, but it's really not.
Yeah.
To get that right. I would have said for a long time, I probably would have said that's not my scene, that type of stuff. But the more I get to know bands, the more I get to know music and a range of music, I just appreciate the effort and the love and the desire that goes into everything. And sometimes that sort of that heavy rock stuff can get a bit of a bad rap. But that's a great sound.
It's a great sound, and I suppose it's exactly the same when you listen to. We had that Hannah girl. What was her surname? I've just gone.
Hannah Paris.
Oh yeah, I thought it was Paris, but I was thinking, am I getting it all wrong? But I mean, that's not a sound I generally sit and listen to. But again, taking a listen to the stuff that she does, and a lot of the other kind of Americana Southern kind of country sound, You've got to appreciate what they're doing and the music and the love and the care that goes into making these songs, because it's and now I've grown to appreciate it and actually enjoy listening to it. There's kind of very few genres of music nowadays, except for maybe thrash metal. I haven't got there yet. I haven't got there on thrash.
I'm sort of with you, but I mean, even there, I've got to say, I used to do I do a sort of a mainly sort of I guess pop show. It's a kind of UK independent show that's here, as I say. I brought in some stuff from South Africa. I used to do another radio show that was called the International Independent Artist Show, and it was very much a let's get music from around the world on here. And what I got a lot of was death and thrash metal. A lot of it coming Sweden. From Sweden and Eastern Europe. A lot of it from Eastern Europe, sort of Russia, Ukraine, that kind of stuff. And again, it was just my initial reaction was, oh dear. And then again, you kind of get to hear a little bit. You start to hear the nuances in it. You start to hear the differences. You start to hear the elements that create it. And not only that, I've got to say, those guys know how to put together an EPK. My God, when you get like details from those guys, the depth that they go into in terms of imagery, explanation of their music, where it comes from, who they are. There's a lot of artists that could learn a hell of a lot from thrash metal, death metal bands who will say, this is who we are, and we'll tell you everything we know about it in an easily understandable and enjoyable way, rather than just here's my track, please play it, which is what I get a lot of from people in the UK. Not that I won't, but you can learn something. It's a lot easier if you get something to say. And these guys this is their name, this is their track, it's from an upcoming album coming out next month. Makes life so much easier.
I suppose you'll also find that a lot of these European artists are a lot hungrier because they don't have as big an infrastructure in the music industry, potentially in their countries, as say you or I do in our countries. I mean,
possibly,
UK is obviously a lot bigger than what we have in South Africa, but these Eastern European countries specifically, half of them don't even have record labels. So the only way they're going to get their music out is by pushing it internationally to different platforms. So I suppose, we've got to appreciate that. But, you and I can sit and rant all night as well. And this could become a 2-hour show.
So I'll tell you what, it reminded me, there's a band I really want to get on that I think you'll like. If you like that sort of stuff, Jules, there's a band I want to get on that are sort of fairly local to me, are doing good stuff, called 1,000 Thoughts, that I want to get on soon.
Cool.
If you like that kind of stuff, I think you'll like what they're doing. Very cool band.
Now, you still have to get me a new order. Remember, you promised me.
I'll tell you, I was speaking to, who I was speaking to earlier on? I'll do a bit of a name drop. One of the reasons why I was slightly delayed joining you, I was speaking to Aloe Black. Do you remember Aloe Black?
Have you heard his new single?
Well, no, but I have had an interview with him.
What
a lovely guy.
Can't we have him on our show? He's got a brand new single out.
Well, we'll see what I can do.
I've got to tell you, because his new song is actually phenomenal, and I actually had it on my Spotify playlist, on my titled playlist actually. Because I use all platforms. I just want to find what the track name was, and it blew me away, because I've always been a fan of him. I think he did come to South Africa, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of years ago, and what an incredible talent. The song is brand new, because he's got a new album out.
That's right, yeah.
Hold On Tight is the new single.
Yeah, he's on the promotional trail for that at the moment. So we were doing an interview which will come out on our podcast with a magazine called The Gentleman's Journal, which will come out sort of soon. So
maybe we can get him on Discover TV New Music Mondays.
Nice guy.
Cool.
Why not?
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. One of the artists we actually had on, and I think he's going to be working with him as well, was one dealer. I know that he's been chatting to them on that side. But anyway, we can chat all night. But yeah, let's end the show. Otherwise, we will go on all night.
Thanks for being with us, everybody.
And those that aren't with us anymore, thanks for having watched us on Facebook. We're always live on YouTube. And we're getting our platform nearly there. We are registered as discovertv.live now. That's our new URL. So you can check us out on there. All our shows actually go up on there, as well as all our Vimeo channels are now, all our Vimeo videos are now up on there as well. So you can actually go and see there's a channel there. Where is it now? If you go onto the Discover TV Live and click on the little thing there, it says Discover TV Videos. And all our cities' videos are there. So you can literally go through an entire playlist of all the videos that have ever been on Discover TV and check them out.
Look at that. I'm just looking at it right now. Yeah, Discover TV Live. We're live right now. I can see it. Look, there we are.
Yeah, we're live. Thank you so much, Martin. It's always been an absolute pleasure chatting to you.
Likewise.
As always. And I look forward to next
thanks
week.
for all the great music. We'll be back next week. We'll be back at 6 next week.
7 my time, 6 your time.
7 in South Africa, 6 in the UK.
Yeah, it's starting to get darker, lighter. It's starting to stay lighter longer.
We've got the reverse. I'll have to talk to you about lockdown as well. We seem to be going the opposite way from South Africa at the moment. We've got tightening restrictions being introduced tomorrow, apparently. So goodness knows. Goodness knows.
Oh, yeah. Alrighty. We'll check it out. Thanks, Martin. Chat later.
Take care. Lots of love to everybody. Look after yourselves. Stay safe.
See you on the flip side. Bye.
See you next time. Bye.